Hello and welcome. Depression is unexpressed self-aggression. This is the statement in the question explained in the light of psychodynamic psychotherapy or psychoanalytical psychotherapy. This is the wording. I think you are aware of this therapy, I mean Freud's therapy. So, depression is unexpressed self-aggression. Most of you have answered in a very general way. What is the requirement in this answer? Means what these questions demand. This statement should be explained and you should cite the mechanism. But you have described in a very fuzzy way, and that is why I am going to discuss the model answer of these questions. There are several model questions in the test and all of you have answered very well. But this question I want to discuss because all of you, most of you have underperformed on this question. So see this thing. Here is depression. Of course, depression is a mood disorder. Is unexpressed self-aggression. This is the step. What should we do? In the light of psychoanalysis, the Sigmund Freud theory of personality, try to explain this thing. So depression is what? That of course need not to give clinical definition. So depression is when you are feeling low, when you are loaded with guilt, psychological aspect of depression I am talking about. When you have feeling of inappropriateness, inadequacy, that I am not a good person, guilty feeling, means mind is full with the emotions of despair. Getting? So that is called depression. So what is depression? Depression you need not to elaborate a lot. Because this depression is unexpressed self-aggression. How? Unexpressed self-aggression. So in the light of Sigmund Freud theory of personality, see, Freud model, it says that we have desire, okay, and you can say motive, okay, and this motive give birth to motivated behavior. You know this thing. So motive give birth means you have desire and that give birth to behavior. Motive means desire here. So this desire is oriented towards achieving some goal. You know this thing. Suppose you want to, Sigmund Freud gives example that you want to marry a girl or you want to, make a relationship with the girl. So now this is the desire and this is the object. So when you are moving towards this and for some reason, suppose obstacles come, then what would happen? Suppose you have not communicated well or you created chaos that created bad impressions. So see, when goal directed behavior is blocked, then it gets frustrated. So it comes, what comes here? Frustration. Dollard and Miller also, inspired by this theory, has given the idea of frustration aggression hypothesis. So when you feel frustrated because of this thing, because of the obstacles that you see, now this will be converted into, see this, frustration will be converted into aggression. Clear? Frustration will be converted into aggression. If this aggression, this frustration is aggression, and when you consciously, unconsciously, here in Sigmund Freud term, unconsciously, you attribute that this is because of this person. Suppose your friend has created nonsense. Your friend has created this thing. So this, suppose friend. So this is outward attribution So it will means you have attributed that this friend has caused me this problem. So this will be called hostility. Hostility means you will show aggression on your friend. But what would happen if you think that no, myself is the reason. I should not have done this thing. I should not have that thing. I should not have irritated her. I should not have made 200 calls, for example. One girl was telling that his boyfriend made 200 calls. That is why I am giving you an example. Now see this thing. Then she blocked. So I am saying this thing, that when you attribute to yourself, then this hostility, this aggression is on yourself. Get it? This hostility is on yourself. Means, see this thing? Depression is unexpressed self-awareness. So actually this is an aggression. It get converted. See, this is nothing but self-aggression. And this self-aggression is called depression, according to Sigmund Freud. But it is in unconscious mind. You have some reason repressed that thing unconsciously. So, see, depression is unexpressed self-aggression. It means there is something unconsciously you have repressed that thing, because that was very unwanted thing. You don't want to bring that thing to the conscious mind. Now see, this is the mechanism. You understand? This is the mechanism. You need to give this mechanism, that without this mechanism, you will not be able to create impact on the examiner. Because this is the requirement that depression is unexpressed self-aggression. So I said that this is outward, then this, and this is on self. So self-aggression. Depression is self-aggression. Now question, you have given this free association is the technique. These are the technique to get rid of this problem, means make the person aware of the problem, that what is the root cause of this problem. But actually you need to explain that. You need not to explain that dream analysis and free association. So many things you have written, but you have not given this mechanism, and that is why you would not get appropriate marks, adequate marks. You are getting my point. So within the framework of Sigmund Freud theory of personality, and particularly psychoanalytical therapy, you will find that this is one of the important mechanisms, that when a person is depressed, then this could be that person is guilty and he attributed many things on himself, but he feel simple guilty mind, guilty conscience, you can say. And so many aggressions are there. Getting so clear. Many people would say that I have written superego creates this kind of conflict and this kind of pressure on ego. But I want to say this thing: be specific and clear. Then only will get marks. So it is a kind of self-punitive things. Getting it is there is a concept of defense mechanism, and one extension of defense mechanism is escape mechanism. So you want to overcome that guilt by punishing yourself somehow. So that is escape mechanism. Getting self-punishment. Getting so within the framework of psychoanalysis, this will be the explanation. So I hope you have understood this thing. This is the requirement of the answer, not the whole description of psychoanalysis. I hope I made this point clear. Thank you very much, and I will explain other question if required. Thank you.